Oh, you got him!
Yeah. Bring you home.
Every video I make has kind of a story to it. This one does have a story, and I'll tell you, I have to back up quite a bit for you guys to understand this story. Once there was a man. This man's name was, well, he was my dad.
Jump. Hook. Mid. That's a hard one.
And he used to train martial arts. He used to compete, he used to fight a lot. And he did something that's called Kung Fu Toa, okay? So that's Kung Fu T-O-A, Toa.
Again. Nice.
It's very prevalent in Iran, and that's where I'm from originally.
Cross hook. Nice.
And he used to compete in Kung Fu Toa, and his father before that used to fight as well, mostly in wrestling and boxing. And having a few generations that actually trains, every generation learns something. One of the most important things you'll learn is that at the end of your time fighting or competing or just training martial arts, it ends. At some point, it does end.
Nice. Cross.
It's hard training this sport or any other sport at a certain age. Everyone diminishes in their abilities. Their muscles fatigue, your bones start to atrophy and stuff, and it just, everything becomes older and it becomes harder.
Nice. Right.
But you can train. Now for me, that fighting time is over. And it's been over for 5-6 years now. Since then I've been coaching.
Hook. Nice. Again. Elbow. Yeah. Yeah.
Now the story and the point is, there's a new generation. During these 5-6 years, I had the privilege to train a few that are now in what I used to be their age and do the same thing. And the generations have passed. And it has passed to these guys and girls. Lasse is one of my, I would say, most unfitting students I've had. Because he's so not the stereotype who fights.
I'm not.
But despite that, he's been one of the absolute toughest. He just doesn't quit. I've tried to make him quit. He didn't quit. He just got tougher and smarter and learned more. And he smiles more for every 6 months that I see him. I don't see him much anymore. But he's happier all the time. That's what I like about Lasse.
I love you too.
Oh, I love you too.
Why did you start training?
I think I was like 17 maybe. I have a friend who did lots of judo. And he actually thought, yeah, but maybe Aikido could be a thing. So I went there and tried. Like, I mean, yeah, it could be fun, but I want to do something more offensive, not just defense. Yeah. So I started doing Taekwondo, and after that, for 2 years, and then I started doing MMA. I mean, it's like when you're 10 and your parents take you to play football. It's just because it's something to do. So I don't know. I just started doing Taekwondo and I felt like, yeah, this feels nice. I like it.
When I was training Taekwondo for maybe 2 or 3 years. I got a green belt. I was competing, but it was not full contact, and yeah, I was like very small, underweight, and that gave me like my self confidence wasn't so high. So I started to go to the gym instead, and then my main focus became like bodybuilding. I wanted just to get big and strong, and I gained a lot of weight, like maybe 20, 25 kilograms, and then yeah, I just like started kickboxing instead when I got some weight up, and I was kickboxing for 3 years as well. We had like a belt system, and I got yeah, actually a green belt there as well. And yeah, then I switched over to MMA, and I found it like it was my thing. It was much more fun to start with wrestling, submission wrestling, like yeah, like the mix of striking and the ground game was my thing.
Thought about it?
Like trash talk.
Yeah, trash talk.
Shoot you fucking man, you'll do nothing. You'll do nothing. That's what Connors did in a press conference, right?
So is that important to you guys? Like,
No, of course, respect is...
do what Connor does? Is
No,
that
no,
the
no,
main
no.
thing?
Combat sport is all about respect, right?
So I used to coach you guys. What did I say about all that stuff?
Respect and respect your opponent, respect your training partner.
So what is respecting your opponent?
What do you think respect is?
You know what I told you.
It's basically the opposite of doing like McGregor.
Yeah.
That's like it's the absolute opposite.
Yeah, but it's like about thanking your opponent after the fight, wishing him good luck before the fight. Like, even if you are the guy that stands in front of him and you're gonna punch him in the face. Sorry, that was maybe too.
No, but that's what we do.
Yeah, exactly. So if you fight, you are in an octagon or a ring, whatever. You're gonna be prepared to punch another guy in the face and maybe kick him in the face and knock him out. But you gotta be prepared to get knocked out too. And but before the fight, you always have to respect your opponent, like wishing him good luck, like showing respect during the fight. Maybe say thank you for this round. Let's do it next round too. Yeah, he really crossed the limit because he started talking about family and religion and wife. Like, keep that outside. It's only a sport. Like, if you want to trash talk about me. Like, I am shit. You can.
Well, why not just shake hands and say, "Hey, man, I really
Yeah,
like you.
I'm for that. I'm for that. I hate trash talk. I would never trash talk, or I can't say something.
Still,
what I
you
would
guys look up to Connor.
do. No,
I don't.
not anymore.
I don't.
It was fun. It was
Not
fun.
since you lost to Khabib, right? Have you competed?
Not in MMA, but
What have you competed in?
in submission wrestling, in Taekwondo, and Muay Thai, or Thai boxing. And I want to compete in MMA as well. And I currently study to become a physiotherapist.
I mean, you're a bit of a pacifist. You're a vegan, you're kind of a down to earth person, da da da. All of that stereotypical, being humble and the yoga person. And still you learn how to beat people up in a cage.
It's not because it's about beating people up. I mean, it's not like, in my opinion, the typical UFC fans, they just want to see blood and violence. That's because everyone said like, oh my god, this is exactly what I want. This is why I watch hockey, because I wanted people to beat each other up. Well, I mean, yeah, train to beat people up, but it's just one way of training. I could as well just do tennis or football. And also there's like this, as we talked with Ratko, like, there is also respect. I mean, before we go into the cage, like, hey man, how you doing? Good, wanna take a beer later maybe, or something. And it's not like, and we go in, we do a thing, but it's not because of the violence, because I have no issues with that guy. I'm not angry at him, like, he didn't say something about my mom or something. So it's basically just about competing in who has the better technique.
Do you agree with that, Mother?
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, you're the only female in the group, and what would you think about what you just said?
I think fighting is a game of chess because you have to figure out your opponent's weaknesses and strength. It's not so much about violence.
So, is it actually violence at all?
Well, I mean, it hurts. I mean, bam, that hurts, but so
But since you willingly stepped in, is it really violence?
I mean, some people call it controlled violence.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I mean, we're not football hooligans who just meet after a game and just beat
it's
each
not a
other
street
up.
fight. Like we both know how to protect
Yeah.
and
It's rules.
defense and yeah.
Compete to see who is the best. It's not violence. It's like a football game. I like to smash.
What is smash? What is smash?
Khabib smash many guys in his career. That's a smash.
So you're the typical, swole, tough guy,
Yeah, with big biceps.
bully with big biceps and
Yeah.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Is that really who you are, though?
No.
No. So how about we show people who you really are? Or is that something you got locked in a safe somewhere?
I'm Robert, 24 years old, and before I started fighting, I played football for like 20 years. I want to have my own business in the
Yeah.
future, maybe, and have a good life.
What's
the
a good
only
life
thing.
for you?
Peace. I have my own family and a house, my good job, or my own business. Cars.
Cars. You like cars.
Yeah, I
You're
like
the
cars.
typical stereotype, man. Likes cars, likes gym, muscles, tattoos,
And tattoos.
fighting, MMA. Wants to have an own business.
Yeah.
I'll add something to that. He's also the kindest, most loving person of everyone in this group. He's like a teddy bear, I swear. I'm trying to show that, but he's not saying it himself. He's got that bit of a persona, he has to keep up, but he's a freaking teddy bear, man. Am I right? Yeah, now he's getting shy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I want to be like kind of a personal trainer, just train people because I've been training like my whole life, and yeah, it's basically my life just training. It's not always like only about fighting. It's always been like just keeping myself fit and healthy. And if everything will be like I want, then I'll probably be a trainer and help people to do the same thing as I do. That's my main goal.
Where are you at in 20 years?
Well, physical therapist. I don't know. Maybe I'm a MMA trainer. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Doubtful. Doubtful that I'll have a family. I don't see myself as a family guy. Nothing special.
Where are you at in 20 years, Matt?
I want a family, 2 kids, and I want to live in Bangkok or.
Is that where you're from?
My mom is from Thailand. And maybe I am a doctor or a lawyer, something like that. Yeah.
What do your family say? I mean, your relatives in Thailand, what do they think about you doing Muay Thai?
I think they wouldn't like it if
Why
they knew.
wouldn't they like it? Because for us, it's cool.
Yeah, but if you're a girl in Thailand, you're not supposed to fight. You're not supposed to compete in Thai boxing or martial arts because that's a guy thing. Like a lot of times when people in Thailand hear that I am a Thai boxer, a fighter, they say that I should not compete. Like you just shouldn't compete if you're a girl.
What do you think about that?
I do not agree. Like as long as you like it, I think you should do it.
Would you have any advice for people who want to train any martial art at all?
They
Because
should.
you're young. How old are you?
I am 18.
You're 18. You
Yeah.
started when you were
12.
12. So you started when you were 12. What do you have to say to a 15, 16-year-old who wants to start training martial arts?
They should. They should really try it.
What if they're scared? They don't know what's going to happen.
Maybe they are scared because they don't know how you train. I think a lot of people have this image of martial arts when you are in an underground gym. You punch each other and people get hurt. But it's more technical and it's more a friendly environment than you can imagine. So I would say that you should try.
All right. Seems like good advice.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
About starting when you start training. When you start training as a newbie, or beginner, it's important to know that there's always, like in my experience, like always one or two guys who and they just try to beat up people. They always one or two of those. So I think one important thing is not to let them, I don't know, not scare you, but not take it away from you, because as soon as you go up, they will never follow you. They will always be stuck at the beginner because they can't advance.
Yeah, so
At
what
all.
you mean is that mindset just doesn't make it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? What mindset does make it in martial arts?
I don't know, like the positive mindset, not the angry one who wants to beat everybody.
I think the one that wants to learn, try new things, and is willing to put in the work is the one that is going to succeed.
I would say exactly the same. It's all about learning and sometimes be out of your comfort zone, just drilling some new techniques that you're not comfortable in. Yeah, it's all about learning and fighting. If you're going with the mindset that Lasse said, like the testosterone, you want to be like the toughest guy, it will not help you, I think. You will only be, like you said, stuck at the same level all the time. No one wants to like train with you, and it will just get harder.
So what will help?
What will help? Just be yourself,
Have fun.
like have fun, get some friends at the gym, train together, and yeah, if you have a good feeling at the gym, then everyone will be so much better. That's my theory, I think. What do you think, Ratko?
In fighting, you gotta have a great mindset. As Mad and Matti said, you gotta be the humble one that trying to learn every day, get out of the comfort zone, and think and have the mindset that you're never done. You're never done. Like, you could train martial arts for 10, 20 years. You're never done. You can always learn something new. Like, every day, it comes up a new technique. Like, maybe another type of armbar, how you get the armbar, or another type of setup to the head kick. So, if you train martial arts for 20 years and a new technique comes up like tomorrow, then you don't know that technique, right? So you are never done, and always try to learn something new. Get out of the comfort zone and just be yourself, be humble, always listen to your coach, listen to your trainer, and just take the information that you hear and that you get from maybe internet, from your coach, from training partners, from your parents. Like, that's what a good mindset in fighting is.
These are some of my old students, some of the ones that I had the privilege to touch and make sure they go the right way. And now someone else is training them. And after that, someone else will train them again. And times will pass, and their time will end as well. And that's how it goes in training, in whatever sport you pick. Our sport, fighting, yeah, it does end. You're not young forever. Hey, you have that truck pretty well. Look at that smile right there. Look at that smile. Look at that. He's like, I like being choked. It's okay. Where's that Russian accent now, bro? She's got you. She's got you. She only needs that arm over. Oh, Made. Arm bar for life. Oh, they're having a private chat over there. What's going on? Oi, what's up? What's up with the private chat, bro? Was that a banana peel?
Yeah.
Okay, that's three people trying to park a car on an app. So, have you three managed to figure out that app and park the car yet? 5 minutes. They need 5 minutes. They need 5 minutes. 5. It's not a long time for 3 people to figure out how to park a car on an app. It's good. Acceptable.